Everybody, it's Caleb Williams here, and let's get ready for the show. Sound clip 14. Let's do it.
Williams stood right in and delivers it to Washington.
My style of play, I'd say it's fierce.
Williams guns it. What a throw!
Dominating, unique. You have to be there to see it.
Caleb Williams is absolutely ludicrous.
My ability to throw from any platform, with any arm angle, and my ability to throw on the run.
And now flips it to a man. Touchdown, USC Trojans.
So whether it's in pocket, out of pocket, being able to deliver the ball to my guys. Caleb Williams, QB, University of Southern California. Super. He's not a dog. He's a beast. He's the heart and soul of the room every time you walk in. There's many pictures of him with his tongue hanging out, and he has this big old smile on his face, and it's just after a tough game or even a really good game and you're exhausted, you just want to just go lay down with the big chunky dude. It's my little guy. His nickname comes from my nickname on the field. My coach, whenever there's a big moment in a game, he always says Superman wears his cape, regardless if it was bad or good. I think I pull my cape out when I do things with my foundation. I think another time I pull my cape out is when it's time to go finish the game. My dad has heavily influenced my football career and me as a man. He's never missed a game, neither has my mom. Shout out, Mom. He's there for everything. If I need him there, in a heartbeat, he'll show up. He walks to the beat of his own drum, and he does things his way. If things aren't working for him, he finds a way to, make the best of it. So I've learned a lot from him, and, love you, Pops. The draft means so much to me because as I promised myself when I was about 5'0", promised that little guy that I would do it. It's just one of the check marks that I can check off. It's actually coming to fruition, and I can't wait to get back on a team and get ready to go win games.
I would describe my style of play as, blue collar.
J.J. McCarthy perfectly in the bucket.
Finesse.
Steps up, and as he throws, doesn't matter. Touchdown, Michigan.
Being able to play instinctually and react to every situation that gets thrown at me.
McCarthy, the one-handed grab, tosses downhill to Roman Wilson.
Just trying to lead my boys out to battle. I'm all about winning football games. I'm the ultimate teammate, and at the end of the day, all that matters is just perfecting my craft and being the best version of myself.
Fires for Wilson. He got it.
J.J. McCarthy, quarterback at the University of Michigan. How I got into meditation, I was battling depression. I wasn't fortunate enough to have the self-courage to talk to somebody about it, so I just went straight to find better ways to improve my mental health. I would say the difference between before and after I meditate is a sense of centering my being. I'm not thinking about the next day. I'm not thinking about the interception I threw in practice. I'm just completely here and now.
Hail Michigan. They are the champions of college football 2023.
Winning the national championship, what it means to me is all the hard work, not just going back to this past year, but since I started picking up a football when I was 7 years old, is paying off. And it's not the end. It's just another mountain that we climbed as a team, and there's another mountain to climb and many more to come. When I get drafted, honestly, the only feeling that I'm gonna feel is let's get to work. This is something that I've been dreaming for my entire life, but I know it's just another stepping stone along the way for the goals that I want to accomplish. I'll still be starving. I'll still be ready to go out there with, my new brothers and work to win multiple championships. So I feel like my career is just beginning.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a dent in the good old tunnel, but I think they'll be all right. Odunze. University of Washington.
Wide open.
Wide receiver.
Odunze is that dude.
People say Odunze, Odunze, anything you can imagine. It's fun to see the different ways that people pronounce it, but for the record, Rome Odunze. My first football memory was when I was 6 years old, and I remember my first season, we lost nearly every single game. I started off my football career getting humbled almost every other week. Had humble beginnings for sure.
My place is a beautiful place.
I got to go to my grandparents' dairy farm when I was younger during summers. My father insisted that I would go out there and work with my grandpa. And it taught me a lot of lessons when you digging ditches and having to shovel poop out of stalls and milk cows. It's something that taught me a lot of work ethic.
Looking for the fade, and it is caught. It's touchdown, Odunze.
I would say my style of play is versatile. I can play inside, I can play outside. I can go up and catch a contested ball.
It's over the middle, caught for a first down.
I do it all pretty much. Wherever the team wants to put me, wherever the offense wants to utilize me, I can get the job done.
Odunze has something to say.
The draft means so much to me because it's been now a 15-year-old dream. Feeling emotional, feeling excited, stressed about who I'm gonna hug, who am I gonna embrace, and having to walk across that stage and have all those cameras in my face going through that dream. Really just super grateful for all the people that have supported me, for God, gracing me with so many different opportunities and walking across that stage being one of them. But man, what a moment.
Intercepted by the Crimson Tide's Terrion Arnold.
My style of play is electrifying.
Terrion Arnold.
I'm the type of person, when you come into the games, you're saying, man, I don't know what Terrion is gonna do today, but it's gonna be something amazing.
Terrion Arnold, what an interception.
I pride myself on just putting on a show. At the end of the day, we're entertainers, so it's my job to go out there and represent a show that they've never seen before, hoping that they come back.
Is batted away. Terrion Arnold with great hands.
Terrion Arnold, defensive back, the University of Alabama. My maintenance man, Mr. Biggs, Joe Biggs, man. I used to work with him during my free periods, and that was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. Just being around him, learning his story, knowing everything that he stood for. He always used to tell me, man, Terrion, you treat me way better than I should be treated. I said, no, Mr. Biggs, you treat me better than I should be treated because you give me a lot of life advice, and I love hearing your stories. So I went back and gifted him with my jersey.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
I gifted him my college jerseys, so after I get drafted, Mr. Biggs, just know, wherever I go, you getting that jersey too. I'm pretty sure y'all see it in my interview skills and stuff like that, but like I tell people, I'm really an actor, but I'm a better rapper. I can really rap for real. You want something right now?
I do.
I say, make it at your city, they gonna envy you. I watched them change when I was broke, just look how pennies do. I put all my brothers on, I swear I'm living proof. Remember wishing on the star, now they in the roof. That's how y'all get right now though. The draft means so much to me because from a very young age, I knew this was something that I could accomplish. I've told everybody I was gonna do this. I've seen it happen before. It's deja vu. Family might get a little emotional. I told them don't cry, just celebrate. But they probably will cry. I don't think I'm gonna cry though. But if I do cry, y'all can show this clip.
In my style of plays, I try to do it all. Play inside the pocket, make plays outside the pocket, take over a game.
To the end zone for Drake May. Throws it down near the goal line. Touchdown.
When we need something to happen, I like the ball in my hands.
Gonna keep it going left. Oh my goodness, he threw it to the end zone and it's caught.
Drake May, quarterback, University of North Carolina. I'm from a small town right outside Charlotte, North Carolina called Huntersville, so we got the same house there. My dad was a three-sport athlete in high school, went on to play quarterback in North Carolina. Him and my mom are with me with every decision I make.
Drake surely got some toughness being little brother.
And gonna throw it deep here and another beautiful toss.
Being the youngest of 4 boys, I was the runt of the family for a little bit, and I'm still, the shortest of them all. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing for me is, having 3 of my best friends in life as my brothers, and you can't really ask for something better than that. My dad was a graduate assistant for Coach Brown back in his first stint at North Carolina. The hype train of Mac is back is real, and I started with Sam Howell.
Touchdown, Tar Heels, Sam Howell.
And I just try to take over, kind of make some noise in the football world.
Maye takes off and has room at the 10, at the 5. Drake Maye, a touchdown.
Sam's one of my best friends. We still, work out in the off season, throw together, play golf, and in the off season. And I think he's been a great mentor to me in my freshman year in North Carolina. Why should the NFL team draft me? I think the biggest thing is, my work ethic. I'm in there, ready to do whatever the team needs. Compare myself to somebody in the game right now. I think Josh Allen. I think the way he competes, the way he runs around out there making big time throws, and he got a little more swag than I do. But at the same time, he's just about ball.
Drake will keep it and score. How about that?
Hearing your name called on draft night is something you always dream about, and being at the draft and being there with my close ones, my loved ones. So really a dream comes true, and the dream doesn't stop there.
If you draft me, what you're getting is a workhorse. No player will ever play a perfect game. But one thing I will do is I'm gonna give you everything I have. That's the only thing I can promise you, just to show you that you did not make a mistake in drafting me.
Jared first.
I want to say I haven't thought about it at all. I used to dream about it, just getting my name called, make my friends and my family proud, and prove to everyone that hard work pays off. Jared Verse, Edge, Florida State University. My style of play is real aggressive. I'm gonna get after you. No matter what position you are on the field, offensively, if you're a tight end, quarterback, running back, wide receiver who's all the way split out near the sideline, I'm still gonna get you.
Taken down by Jared first.
No matter where you at, I'm after you. You can't get away from this.
He is sacked. And that is Jared first.
I feel like the one thing that separates me above all else is just my work ethic. Everyone works hard, but I genuinely breathe this.
Lock out. Come on, boys. Come on.
31. My dad went and bought a bench. He bought 215-pound dumbbells, 235-pound dumbbells, parked his car in the cul-de-sac every day so we could have the garage to lift, me and my little sister. Before my dad bought the weights and stuff, literally we had a futon in my room. I had my bed and I had a futon, so I literally just benched the futon. We just tried to get after it. When I hear my name called, I can't even think about the feeling right now. It kind of gets me get me hyped up. A lot of people have their emotions run through them. I think for me, I just might be in shock. I might just be in awe. I'm expecting it, but I'm also not expecting it. I'm gonna be ecstatic.
Wait till you see this one. And you know who it is. Malik Nabers is just lighting it up.
My style of play, aggressive.
And Nabers comes up with it.
Smooth. I'm a fast guy, got great hands.
He's got it.
So I'm a pretty good playmaker on the outside and in the slot. I'm good with the ball in my hand.
Nabers holds it in again.
I like to dance, so I would say funny. When you're so built up for the game, you can get overhyped. Just so tight for the game, when I score a touchdown, I like to let the fans get intrigued with the game.
Touchdown, LSU.
We just scored a touchdown. We're supposed to have fun. Malik Nabers, Louisiana State University, wide receiver. I started off playing at 15. 7-on-7, I played Louisiana with the bootleggers. We went to different 7-on-7s around the country. We really started the ball head crew. We really started that. It was from Louisiana, the bootleggers. I started that. We call it ball head. Ball head is like head top, going over somebody's head and catching the ball. We had a little film guy that always used to record us just head topping a lot of those cornerbacks, and I believe that's where my recruiting really took off from.
Let's go, baby! We got that, Malik! We got that!
Oh my goodness. Wide open. A touchdown, Malik Nabers.
I think the team should draft me because I'm the best receiver in this draft, I think. Stats don't lie.
It is Nabers again.
I'm a great dog. I'm a leader when I'm out there on the field, leader off the field, so that's why I believe, teams should draft me. The emotion of, having all my family has been there for me since day one.
Draft day will be here a year from now.
I started late playing, so they really didn't know it was a possibility for me to make it here. So, having those guys around me that have seen me go through a lot over the years, it brings a lot of emotion, but I'm hoping not to cry.
My style of play, I like to call it controlled aggression.
Room to run, first down and a lot more.
I come from a very competitive environment at Penn State where we're forced to compete with each other day in and day out. That's the type of guy I am.
Touchdown, Penn State.
Olu Fashanu, offensive tackle, Penn State University. My biggest inspiration is definitely my parents. Just their whole story in general is really inspirational to me. Being from Nigeria, moving here in the late 80s, basically coming to a completely new country, completely new lifestyle. It's not something easy to do, and they made the most out of it. They made sure that my sister and I had the best and most enjoyable childhood as possible, and they'll forever be my inspiration. Something very deep-rooted in Nigerian culture is discipline, and that's something that my parents instilled in me from a young age, just always taking care of business on and off the field. On the field, in terms of football, performing to the highest level day in and day out, and also taking care of business off the field, so, completing schoolwork and being able to graduate college. The draft means so much to me. It's going to be indescribable. This is a moment that I've been dreaming for so long. This has been a goal of mine for a very long time, and it's taken a lot of hard work and dedication, a lot of effort from not only myself, but the entire community around me. And when that opportunity comes, I'm definitely going to embrace everyone who's been with me from the start. A thank you will never be enough, but it's the very least I can do, say thank you, give everyone the biggest hug in the world, and just keep going.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
He has the ability to run over you, to run by you, and to juke you.
I'm a full package.
Corum again, goes airborne and he's in.
I bring that winning mentality because that's the only thing that matters.
It's Corum stretching for that goal line. Touchdown, Michigan.
Blake Corum, University of Michigan, running back. My style of play, I'm versatile.
Nice in and out move by Corum.
Inside zone, outside zone. I can bring the power. I can bring the juke moves, joystick. I feel like I can do it all.
Touchdown, Michigan.
My ability to make last-second reads. I'm really patient. And bam!
And he's in.
My mom and my dad are my inspiration. They literally mean everything to me, and I can't repay them enough for what they've done. They have their own business, and just watching them, just that hustler, that mindset that no one will outwork you, that's where I get my mindset from. So Mom and Dad, thank you so much. I have a tattoo that means a lot to me, and it's of a house I grew up in for a little bit. My mom grew up in it. My dad's grandfather worked on the farm, but I'm in pursuit right now to try and buy it back. I don't even want to live there. I want to create a camp for kids. I'll call it Farm for All, fully rely on God. So I'm hoping one day I can buy it back and allow other kids from all over the area to come enjoy it like I did. Hearing my name called Draft Night will be truly inspirational because of all the sacrifice and all the hard work. I wanted to be here. I wanted to live out my dream. I wanted to make it to the NFL. So whatever team gets me, just know it's not touchdowns, it's not rushing yards. It's being a team player and trying to bring a Super Bowl to the organization.
Jayden Daniels, he's going to take a shot. Why not? Another perfect throw from Jayden Daniels.
There's great quarterbacks in this class, but the skills that separate me is I feel my playmaking ability.
Quarterback draw. The C's part. He's looking for the end zone. Touchdown.
Jayden Daniels, quarterback, LSU.
There goes goes Daniels again.
Growing up, what made me want to play the quarterback position was Donovan McNabb and Michael Vick.
McNabb fires, and it is complete for a touchdown. Vick breaks the tackle, and he is gone!
Watching those guys and playing with Michael Vick on Madden, you know, when he had like 100 speed, just be able to run around, so that what drew me into playing quarterback. I just love watching good quarterback play. I don't like comparing myself, but I'll say somebody we have similarities is Lamar Jackson.
Quarterback run right up the middle. Goes Jayden Daniels. Boy, he's tougher to bring down than you would think.
I'm a quarterback that can make plays both with his arm and with his feet.
Daniel, he wants a shot out of the end zone. Touchdown.
I could throw a touchdown for 80 yards. I can run for 80 yards.
Jayden Daniels off to the races, and he takes it to the house.
I was a 2023 Heisman Trophy winner. When I heard my name called, I was just happy. It was 3 other great finalists up there that could have won the award too. So just being a part of that fraternity, you know, all the greats that came through, it's a blessing. No matter where I go, I always be remembered as a Heisman winner.
Gonna launch it to the end zone. My, oh my, how about Jayden Daniels?
The draft means a lot to me because it's something that I dreamt about, worked for my whole life. So to hear my name called, walk across the stage and shake commissioner's hand, it'd be a surreal moment. I believe NFL teams should draft me, one, because they're getting a hard worker, just my leadership and my experience I've been through. This is a dream for me, and dreams turn to reality.
I love football so much because my other personality, Trench King, TK, gets to just really let loose and be free.
Milrow all day.
Just the style of play of being physical is just, you know, absolute fun to me. I mean, there's no reason to not love football.
You already know what it is, man.
JC Latham, University of Alabama, offensive lineman.
Treat me like your king, I'm your majesty.
Trench King is what I dubbed myself in high school. It was really manifested more once I started getting into sport. You know, different from JC because, you know, TK, he plays with no rules, no limitations, no boundaries, wreaking havoc. JC's more self-controlling, more calm and steady going, so it's 2 different people.
You ain't know, but I'm a king.
My first football memory, I punted the ball like 30, 40 yards when I was like 3rd grade. Everybody was amazed. That's why I got into football. I was a kicker and punter. Hey, I'm Ocho Cinco, really.
Check this out. Chad Ochocinco is going to kick the extra point.
I ain't gonna miss. All my tattoos mean something. If my grandma do it, she never got to see me play, so I kind of take her everywhere with me and I try to keep her in my heart. I always play extra hard for her because somewhere out there I feel like she's just watching over me. And then I got 2 younger sisters and a younger brother who might not have the opportunity to live out the dream that I've been living out, so I just want to give them the best chance and opportunities that's out there for them. It's special. Being part of Nick Saban's last class is definitely special.
Milrow has all day and on the run. A good game.
Wish we would have went out on top, send them home in glory, but it means a lot to me. It's close to my heart. The draft is going to be an unreal experience. Going to Alabama and living out that dream and now be able to live out that next step of being in the NFL, it's amazing.
One day after practice, Tennessee media crew walked up to me with an orange, and we was going to the Orange Bowl, so they told me they was gonna make a video for me where I throw the orange as far as I can, and then it'll land in Miami.
We're gonna see how far we can throw this orange right here. Let's do it.
And then I grabbed the orange, and I just let it go. Played a little bit of baseball back in the day, growing up, so I was able to just grab the orange and throw it 110 yards. Joe Milton, quarterback, University of Tennessee. I'm from Pahokee, Florida. Mark City, born and raised. At Pahokee, it's a tradition to catch rabbits. So when the cane feels burning, you see like the black ash coming to the front yard, and once you see it, you know it's time to go. We chase rabbits, get fast, help your agility. So a lot of guys did it growing up. My cousin Corum Bowden did it. Ricky Jackson, that was how you chose your position at Pahokee, Florida. And I caught enough rabbits to become a quarterback. Why should an NFL team draft me?
Milton gonna take a shot.
Because the way that I make plays, I love to win. Also, I compete at everything that I do.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
I just be me regardless, no matter what. I don't let anything affect me. Never let nobody see you sweat. You know, just keep going no matter what. Keep God first and just trust in Him. This draft means so much to me. My name is called. Emotions are gonna be all over the place. My 2-year-old sister will be on my lap, and I will shed some tears. I'm not gonna sit in front of the camera and lie, but I will shed some tears. Ready to work regardless of what happens or wherever I go, because it's a special moment for me, but also for my family. I'll be the first kid in my mom's family to get it done.
Out throw to Brenden Rice. Strong receiver.
The skills that separate me from the other guys are my physicality.
Yes, sir. Brenden Rice.
My football IQ.
It's caught. Brenden Rice.
And just straight speed.
Touchdown, Brenden Rice.
I'm chasing a legacy. I'm trying to build my own.
It's caught.
Touchdown.
Caught by Brenden Rice.
Brenden Rice.
Brenden Rice, wide receiver, University of Southern California. My father is Jerry Rice, the greatest of all time.
He owns just about every receiving record on earth.
I'm thankful to have him in my life, that positive figure, and just to learn the game from.
That's an incredible
Yeah, but he got to drag that back foot.
It's NFL though. You're right.
My brother, Quaylen Cunningham, he used to play at Texas A&M University. Shoot, he's a strong-minded individual as well, and he taught me the ropes. Out of high school, he was just a straight dog. He had a huge impact on my life.
Long for Rice. Touchdown.
Of course, people can expect me to say I model my game after my dad, but at the same time, I'm my own player. I like the Mike Evans, the Megatrons, the Calvin Ridleys, those type of guys. I want to add that smoothness to my game as well as being a physical receiver.
Brenden Rice for a touchdown.
The draft means so much to me because I'm finally in a position to go ahead and create my own legacy. I told my mom last year, right on draft day, like, Mama, we're gonna be there next year. My mom has definitely been in my corner since day one. She has helped me in every single way possible, raised my confidence. I can't wait to be right there with her, and just in that moment, I wanna have the positive impact and leave a legacy, the legacy I wanna go out there and leave.
All right, here we go. Action.
I bet he's a top 10 pick. Whoever takes him is not going to have to address the offensive tackle position until about 2035.
My name's Joe Alt. I'm offensive tackle from the University of Notre Dame. I'm from just north of the Twin Cities. It's a little town called North Oaks. It's where I was born and raised. Attended Tino Grace High School. The one thing I love to do that's outside of football is fish. Growing up fishing in Minnesota, Atlanta, 10,000 lakes. I also dabble a little bit in saltwater fishing, so I love all kinds of fishing. For me, it's just kind of a place of peace and quiet. Let the brain go, kind of let all the stresses go away. My style of play is using my size to my advantage.
Tremendous blocks out front by Joe Alt.
I'm a longer athlete, so being able to use my length in pass pro and mirror with my athletic feet.
Plenty of time in the pocket.
And the run game, using my length to get on defenders and strike before they can get into my body is my style.
Big time block, and here we go.
My biggest inspiration is my father. He played 13 years for the Chiefs, and growing up loving football because of him playing and been around it, he's taught me so much. Me and my dad's kind of relationship with football really kind of got tight sophomore year of high school started with training actually, running and lifting. And as I progressed into college, it was the film study aspect. He gets to learn, I get to learn, but most importantly, I get to learn. The draft means so much to me as I think simplest terms, it's hard work paying off. I really pride myself on hard work and being a guy who's committed to getting better each and every day. My name gets called, super excited, but then for me, it's always back to work. Time to continue to work on my game and perfect it for whoever team calls me that night.
I ain't never did this before. Which way it open? This way. All right.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Here's Brooks, breaks through midfield, dives for the pylon.
Jonathon Brooks, running back, University of Texas.
Brace yourself, you better brace yourself for this.
The Eastview Boys are myself and Tavondre Sweat. We were roommates, and that was the name of our apartment complex in Austin. Before the season, we were both doubted. We had talks on the couch about what we were going to do this year, so I feel like the year that both of us had is not a surprise to either of us.
Brick wall, Tavondre Sweat. What a run by Jonathon Brooks.
When we say Eastview Boys, we mean it. Eastview!
And it's a handoff. Brooks breaks outside. JB!
My best attribute is making people miss. Manipulate people, kind of give them a little shimmy, give them a little move.
He cut inside, back outside, and took it home.
And honestly, just the demeanor of not wanting to go down.
Just kept punishing would-be tacklers.
Eyes on the prize, I will never lose focus. I just throw some signs open, one day you would notice.
My late father is what kind of motivates me. Me and him talked about it since I was a kid, a dream of going to the NFL. And now the time is here, so I feel like I owe that to him to fulfill our dreams. He was my first football coach in Little League. He coached me and my brother, and he taught us everything we know about football. He believed in me more than I believed in myself at times. Me and my brother got matching tattoos. Whenever I score a touchdown, just doing this and looking up in the sky, just visually seeing my dad's face. The draft means a change in everything, the way that I live, and I can change my family's life. Happy tears that's gonna fall out because I know how proud my father would be.
Y'all let me know when to do it. And I say my name and then take one. Laitu Latu, take one. My style of play is nimble, I'm athletic, I can bend at the top of my rush.
Latu gets him.
I'm versatile, I'm all over the field, I'm dropping back into coverage.
And it's Latu who makes the stop.
I'm leading the college football in TFLs and making double-digit sacks 2 years in a row. Right before I line up and look at that tackle in his eyes, you know it's go time, and I gotta make the best of my opportunity every snap, every down, playing like it's my last time out there. That's how I look at it. I grew up playing rugby, had a lot of cousins and Polynesians on the team, so we'd always do the haka right before we had matches. I haven't done the haka in a while though. I mean, shoot, you pound your legs, and you pound your chest, and then you pound your forearms. The meaning behind it is literally saying, I'm gonna eat you, like literally gonna eat you. That's why the haka is so crazy, like right before games, and really gets people emotional and riled up. I'm out of my game after Max Crosby. The way he plays the game, his style of play is just insane. He's always relentless, getting after the ball, his tenacity, getting after the QB. Another one is also TJ Watt.
TJ Watt is all over Kyler Murray.
The way he plays in the pass game, he's always getting to the quarterback no matter what.
Watson. Come on, bro. My boy. Proud of you, bro.
The NFL team should draft me because I took it upon myself to continue pursuing this dream of mine since I was a kid. It's definitely just showing the world that you can prove so many people wrong no matter what you're going through. You're not gonna let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. I'm here.
Hey, get out the way. Get out the way.
Being the first player from Howard University to be invited to the Combine in 10 years is a true blessing.
I'm making plays, so get out the way.
I know the people back in DC as a whole are very proud of this moment. Representing Howard and the HBCU brand means a lot to me.
Get out the way.
Anim Dankwah, left tackle from Howard University. Hey, Chew? You know? Yes, sir.
Get out the way.
I was originally born in Ghana, West Africa. I moved to Canada when I was 9 years old. Didn't start playing football all the way till before senior year of high school. Howard was the first school to give me a full scholarship. After taking an official visit, I committed on the spot because I felt like I belonged in that environment. I remember on my visit to Howard, one of the first things I did was walk across the yard, and just to see the camaraderie between the students was something that was very intriguing to me. It made me feel right at home.
Here comes pressure to pick it up nicely, and that is a touchdown.
The HBCUs have a really rich history in football and the NFL as a whole.
being one of the guys who paved the way. My coach, Corum, who came from Howard, won a Super Bowl with the Giants. Antoine Bethea played in the NFL for 14 years.
Brilliant play by Antoine Bethea.
Those are all guys I looked up to. I know they are really proud of me.
He finds a wide open hole, and he's in the end zone.
The NFL draft means a lot to me. It just signifies one step closer to the dream. Since I started playing football, I've been keeping up with the draft. So to be here as myself is a true blessing and nothing but thanks to God. All the ups and downs prepared me to be great on this next level. I believe I'm ready. I was born to do this.
I'm just so grateful for every opportunity that I have. All my hard work is truly paying off, and I have some more work to do. Willie Drew, DB, Virginia State University. Virginia State has a special place in my heart, giving me another chance to play football. When I first got there, I had two coaches that won Super Bowls. Coach Reggie Barlow and Coach Brenden Rice. They taught me a lot. I used to pick their brain about the little stuff. Just being around those legends, man, they helped me out a lot. I'm from Smithfield, Virginia, a small town. I have both my parents in my life, shout out to them. I wouldn't be here without them. I always been taught humility, man, so it's like whatever energy you put out is gonna come back to you, so I always try to put out positive and great energy.
You know the time is now. You've seen the rest, now you want the best when the time is now.
I'm a go-getter, ball hawk, aggressive. I'm a great tackler, coming up in the run game, laying the boom. I'm versatile. I can play corner, nickel, safety. Just being a quick learner, you know what I'm saying? That's what separates me. You got to pivot on the field, so I'm able to do that. When I hear my name called, I probably hug both of my parents and say we finally did it. I'm probably gonna cry for sure. It's gonna be an emotional day. It's gonna be a blessing. Thank God for being here right now, so it'll be an emotional day.
The reigning Mackey Award winner.
I'm super competitive. I love to compete and just beat the guy across from me.
Bowers barrels over a guy down to the 22.
Some of the skills that separate me from some of the other guys is just being able to turn good plays into great plays.
Broke away from a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown! Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, tight end, University of Georgia. 2019, I got some looks at some schools, ended up going to UGA, and I just worked my butt off to get on the starting roster and ended up being able to play the first game and just ended up pretty good that year.
Look at the tight end go! An extra gear for the freshman. Touchdown! Wow.
Buddy Bow was something that my tight end coach called me because our offense coordinator, Coach Munkin, he called me a golden retriever one day. He said I wouldn't stop chasing the ball and wouldn't stop no matter how tired I was.
Oh, what a catch.
I like to catch the ball, run after the catch.
Bowers caught it, broke away from a tackle into the end zone.
And also not afraid to stick my face in there and block.
Brock Bowers leaves some punishment of his own.
Isn't he just special?
I try to model my game after George Kittle and Kelsey. They're the two best guys doing it in the league right now.
Kittle wide open, got it. Travis Kelce turned on the speed. Bowers has space, cuts inside.
Be the best ever. Ain't no moment that's big enough for me.
The draft means so much to me just because I've worked my whole life pretty much to get to where I am today. Sports has always been a big part of my life, and I remember just watching NFL games on Monday, Sunday night, playing catch in our living room, and looked up the TV and said I wanted to be there one day.
Well, I'll tell you, Chop Robinson, he's a sure first-round pick. You want to see why?
Pressure, head down he goes. Chop Robinson, both of them. Chop Robinson finished. Chop, chop.
Chop Robinson, defensive end, Penn State. What separates me is my get off and my bend. I'm just very blessed with it.
Watch him bend the corner here and come around.
Looking like Charles Haley dipping that shoulder.
And my get off, I know how to load up on my front foot and really stay low when I'm getting off the ball.
Chop Robinson with that speed is able to get a clean shot.
I'm very aggressive getting off the ball. When it's a run or pass, I'm just trying to get back there, cause havoc.
Here comes Chop, fumbles the football. Robinson's there, and Penn State recovers.
My real name is Damian. I got my nickname Chop from my mom. You know, when I was born, I was 14 pounds, and my nickname was Pork Chop at first. But once I got older, I started to get tall and slim down. And I was like, I can't have people calling me Pork Chop, so I just kept it Chop. And now it's basically my name.
It's go time. Yeah, it's your time. Yeah.
It's gonna feel amazing to just, you know, a dream come true. I worked so hard my whole life to get to this moment. And I know my dad especially sacrificed a lot to get me in this position. Working me out every day, pushing me. When he's the only one working in the family, he just kept going and never complained. It finally paid off.